Welcome on in. Welcome to the 4-1 Podcast. Here we are. We got a very special guest tonight. Pussy Poet, the goddess. Yeah, that's right. The goddess is in the building tonight. So this is going to be real interesting, and we're going to go on a ride, and we're going to have so much fun. So definitely want to stick around and check this out. So if you were out there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, D Live, Twitch, go ahead and tag your friends, like, comment, share, do whatever you got to do to let people know what's getting ready to go down here in the 411 podcast. So I'm gonna get right on into the song of the day. I've been playing this joint just a lot lately. It's just a vibe for me. I know the song has been out for a while, but I just love, the video. I love seeing Cardi in it. So no love, Summer Walker, SZA, Cardi B, off of the Still Over It album 2021. So know what your favorite Summer Walker joint is. I really want to dig into Summer Walker and start checking more of her stuff out. So if you are a Summer Walker fan and there's a song out there that you think that I should listen to, DM me, drop it in the comments, let me know what your favorite summer song is. No love, Summer, SZA, Cardi, 2021. All right, so like I said, we know who we got coming in tonight, so it's going to be real interesting. But before we go ahead and get into all of that, I need to go ahead and give a shout out to a few people that support me, support the 411 podcast, support Reading Between the Lines, the whole movement. I just want to say thank you so much. Last night, y'all really came through, especially Instagram family, definitely came through last night. Facebook family, I want to say thank you so much. So Bling by Queen was in last night, and she talked about all of the wonderful things that she does when it comes to blinging things out between the sneakers, the name badges, the bottles, the glasses, everything. So please go ahead and support my friend Bling by Queen. Check it out and, get you some bling by the Queen. Mr. Alex Coquito. So my friend all the way from Puerto Rico. I love the way that rhymes. Alex Coquito, all the way from Puerto Rico. I want to say a very special shout out to Ali out there from France. Such a wonderful, beautiful person. I miss you so much. And I just want to say that if I ever go back, I'm definitely coming to check you out. So what a beautiful, wonderful person. She definitely heard me when I was in. So love you so much. Alex Coquito, all the way from Puerto Rico. My friend, we got a show called Midnight Vibes, and yeah, come check us out. Alex, you and I, we gotta get some things together here and get our schedules together because it's rough doing it at midnight, but we come through. Jason D. Davis, all the way from California, and then we have India. That's right, my friend. I kind of trip up off your name, but Sravia checked me out all the way from India. She was on Reading Between the Wines. Definitely go ahead and check out that replay. We have Ro Wang all the way from South Korea. Carnisha, The Elevated Experience. Thank you so much for coming through. Will Serve, Onyx Blade, Nev King from Australia. The Rich Auntie, thank you for checking me out as well. And the Texas Queen, Posh and Pretty Brow Bar, Miss Danielle. Thank you so much for coming through and supporting as well. And y'all check her out. She does Louisiana. She does Texas, the whole thing. So you need to get your brows together. That's a chick for you. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and rewind this thing. Let's rewind a little bit. And I want to talk about breaking the cycle. When you actually are finished, when you're done, when you've been delivered, when you know that you no longer do the things that was probably set up for you to do. So, when we break these generational cycles, or some people call them curses, whatever you want to call them, it's sometimes the things that we do that our parents do or our grandparents do, and sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it. But when you realize that you're doing some of these things and you break it and you have been delivered, what are some of these things? Do you have any stories to share, for some things that you've overcome and some obstacles that are no longer in your way? Now, when it comes to me, I want to say one of the cycles that have been broken for me is actually having a good line of communication, actually learning how to communicate like an adult, put it that way. If there's some disagreements, if there's something going on, if you do something that I don't like, today I no longer get the opportunity to tell you what I feel you should be doing. I learned how to accept people for who they are. And listen, if that's you, that's you. I have a role and responsibility in my life to say if I'm going to participate in it or not. And I think that's a beautiful thing that I've learned recently. Sad but true. It took me so many years to realize it. But sometimes, you know what? You can't control the situation. You can't control people. The only thing that you can control is yourself. Now, if I don't like what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing, because this is an experience, one thing that I can do is change myself. And what I've learned is by changing me, it will change the whole entire environment around me. And people will start to act accordingly. And there's only going to be a few ways that this thing's going to go. Either we're going to come together and have some agreement and speak properly, like we have some, sense, is what I'd like to say, or you walk away. And I walk away, and there's no hard feelings because you know what? Who am I to try to rewire something that's already been destined and pre planned by God? I can't get involved in that situation. That's not my work, and that's way over my head. So I've learned that I can't reprogram anybody. Only thing I can reprogram is focusing on myself. So after knowing that information, I'm just speaking the truth. I don't know what you got going on out there, but I'm just telling you exactly, where I come from. With that, not everybody's going to appreciate your story. Not everybody's going to appreciate your journey. And sometimes people will walk away. So the question I have for each and every one of you out there on some real talk is how easy is it for you to let them go? So someone no longer wants to converse with you, someone no longer wants to be a part of your world, and they want to go ahead and, exit, stage left, whatever you want to call it. How easy is it for you to let them go? Um, One thing that I've learned is that when you know who you are, and it's a process to try to figure out who you are. You don't get to do it overnight. I still am, learning who I am each and every day. But one thing that I do know is that I'm not the person that I used to be. So when I think back about how people really didn't care for Laren and how people pushed me to the side and the feeling that I felt when that situation, those circumstances were going on, one thing that I have to say today is absolutely not. I take all of that energy, I take all of that, you know, pain that I felt during that time frame when I was chasing and running after people, and I look at myself who I am today as I build myself up today, and I say absolutely not. We're not going in reverse. So it was real easy for me to let people go today because I realized that once, the saying, once one door closed, the next one might be open. I'm excited about new experiences because every time I shed something and I let people go, I let material things go, something new always comes. So yeah, I might get down a little bit, might be a little, all right, this situation didn't work out. This friendship is over. This situation is over. I don't stay stuck long because I'm like, you know what? What do I need to learn in this situation? What is it that we need to learn? Because we can't keep playing this game over and over again. We can't keep playing these broken records over and over again. What did we learn? All right, cool. Now, I'm excited about this. My heart is open. I'm ready to receive and I'm ready to, get what's mine. So I let them go. If you don't want anything to do with me, please do me a favor. Keep it moving. Moving and I'll keep it moving. And we just be moving together in our own separate ways. So for you out there, is it easy for you to let people go today or do you hold on? But I'll say the longer that you is the longer that you stay and the longer that it's going to take for you to get what's actually meant for you to have. That's how I live my life today. That was a lot. We getting ready to check out our guest. The goddess is coming in the building tonight. This is going to be amazing.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome on into the 411. So we have the goddess and your official name, which I have to say it just so that people understand and know what we got going on here tonight. So your name is Pussy Poet the Goddess.
Yeah.
So, well, where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from Philly.
That's what's up. We neighbors. Hey neighbor, what's going on? I'm in Jersey. You in Philly? Okay. Um. So talk to me about the name. How do we come up with this name?
So, Pussy Poet really is because the erotic poetry that I write and perform is very raw, it's very raunchy, it's all of that spicy stuff. So, when it came to the name, it's like, why not have a name that's just as raw, just as raunchy, just as attention grabbing? And I mean, I've been called the pussy whisperer, so I guess that kind of goes into it. But you know, it's kind of hard to I'm talking bumpy pussy, dirty pussy, water pussy. I am the pussy poet.
You said it. So, how long have you been doing your line of work? You do a lot, and I'm going to go piece by piece. How long have you been in this game?
I want to say we were supposed to be
You look crazy. You look like you are just getting started. You've been doing this for 10 years.
I mean, well, thank you. You know, it's like don't crack and all that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So now let's take a piece by piece. And I'm going to pause in between because we got a lot of work to do. And short things. So when you say Pussy Poet the Goddess, what does that make up? What are some of the things that you do?
So when you hear my name, the bells is going to start ringing regardless. You say Pussy Poet, they gonna be like, oh, you know, Pussy Poet, I heard of her, or I know her, that's my girl, I listen to her. She be talking some shit. Damn right I be talking that shit, and they be ba-da-ba-ba-ba and loving it.
I love it.
That's But like I said, I am an erotic spoken word artist and poet. I do live shows. I am a serial entrepreneur. So outside of the live performance, I was hosting events. I'm an event curator. I'm also a multi-purpose model. I have a holistic oriented business where I make body oil, hair oil, shampoo, conditioner, candles, incense from scratch. And they are used for multitude of diseases. I also make massage oil. I am a massage therapist, and that's how that even came to be with me getting into massage therapy. I have an allergy, a lot of stuff to be in it, so I had to figure out, what can I use that piece for me versus effective for my clients. That's why I ended up with my own massage oil. I also have my own mixed drink line, which is available for wholesale and consignment.
Okay, now let's stop it.
Called
Stop right there. You already got my attention right here. All right, so let's spend time on the drink. How can we get the drink? The main
So the company is called Sophie Tomorrow. It's on Instagram at Sophie Tomorrow. My best seller is called 53. If you want to tap into that 53, 50, in your 5. If you want to order, all you gotta do is pick it up. I am in the process of getting the website together so you have this post for that. But in the meantime, in between time, you can text me directly. You can hit me up on Instagram or you can hit that contact button, email me to place your order. Everything is available for singular orders, gift orders, or if you have a party and you need to bartender or bartend, that's a really good thing.
Now I gotta ask a question. When it comes to different cookie juice flavors, who drinks it? Men or women?
Everybody. The
So,
cookies just make them all kind of sexy.
okay. So would you say more men or more women? It depends on the environment, the
I
situation.
say both fries.
All
They love you some cookie juice. I like to tell people you gotta come taste this cookie juice because it's pH balance and everybody loves a healthy cookie.
right. So let's move on.
Mm-hmm. So from that, I have the catering, which is goddess good gloves. The catering and the drink kind of go hand in hand sometimes, as well as catering and providing for events and parties and stuff like that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Both of which you can get infused. So I also work in the cannabis industry. Shout out to Canna Bodies because we outside with from the 2022.
Okay,
Um,
so now I gotta stop you there. So now we drinking something. So now what we eating? So that now we getting into the eating. What kind of crazy names we have?
it's not really no crazy names for the food. It's
Mm-hmm.
real direct to the point of listen what it is. So I come from both an Asian and Jamaican family. So
Mm-hmm.
I do have a lot of Caribbean food on my menu. Soul food on my menu, seafood because it's like a wave where everybody's kind of in love with seafood right now. And you can have all of those things THC infused if you would like. So you can literally have a full course meal that's infused, or you
What?
could just
Oh
have
my
it.
goodness. I can't even imagine. I heard so much about, you know, orange juice and, barbecue
Mm-hmm.
sauce and mustard and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. I couldn't even imagine if I sat there and ate something like that. I wouldn't even
Now you want to talk about the iris.
She said, no, you
Talk
don't.
about the iris.
Yeah, that.
You can put the meal, button, and rubbing on the warm, warm,
So you just have to go.
is that
You gotta be,
good old home cooking, cooking and all.
you gotta be prepared for that. I would have to have everything set up.
Yeah,
So don't get out there for me. Everything confused, stuff and be stuff.
right. Make sure you know how to do anything. Make sure you
Mm-hmm.
recognize what your combination is and know that because, maybe I can keep this whole thing. Which definitely comes to suggestion. Like if I give you a platter,
Mm-hmm.
I'll never tell you when to go ahead and cut this down. You need to separate this into smaller portions
Oh, yeah.
and eat cautiously because if you get high off your ass, I mean, you can blame me, but you can't blame me because I told you to take it and don't take it.
Mm-mm-mm. But
This
see,
ain't
that's
no
crazy though.
fake food shit.
You got some food that you want to eat, but now you can't eat it because you gotta. I mean, I get what you're saying, but that would kind of make me. I feel a certain way about that.
I mean, but then in that instance, it's like, if you want to really just brush that food down, then do it. Not in peace.
Right.
But if you
You
kind of
got,
get high on some shit and alcohol, then you can know, like, I shouldn't eat this much. And when it comes to people who don't really know about this kind of people are just getting into edibles or infused food,
mm-hmm.
those are the people specifically I've been having to tell them that they're supposed to eat this in small proportions because the thing when it comes to edibles and infused food, infused all that stuff, the high don't quickly immediately. You gotta digest that food, digest that drink, and really let that thing get in your system before you start kicking your ass. So you might not know. You won't sit there and you're eating it, thinking, oh, I don't feel nothing because
Mm-mm.
like you used to smoking blunts or bombs or bones or whatever. But then 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass, you wondering why your fingers look like your toes and your toes
Oh,
look like your fingernails.
oh hell no.
That's why.
Mm-mm.
That's why. You ate too much.
Oh, that's craziness. But you know what? I would have to see people go through the process. Like you go ahead and taste this and let me see what's going on, and I'll holler at you in an hour and see how you doing.
Right. They got bullshit. This is the good
All right, what else we got? We just getting started. For the out there, we have the goddess in the building tonight, and we ain't even get. We just getting started. So what else we got?
Yes. So down the line, I'm starting my own podcast with hubby. It's called the Pantheon Podcast. We're going to be speaking about life, love, living, relationships, our relationship. And we're going to touch on different topics. There's a lot of things that people like to question, I'll say, about our relationship, about the success of our relationship, about the flow of our relationship.
Now I'm gonna stop you right there again. So now you're married.
No, not yet.
Okay. So, but you're in a committed relationship. And you said there's questions out there. People question your relationship. What are some things that they have questions about? What's the like number one or two topics or questions that you get?
I would say the number one question isn't one that's directed to me more so than it's directed to him. And the funny part about it is that we were just at an event where some guy was like basically interrogating the shit out of him during my performance. But that question is, you just let her do what she does, or how are you comfortable with her doing what she does? I think that that's a thing because people automatically assume that all sex workers are having sex, and nobody gets close to my poom poom.
Okay, well now we opened up a door here. So you're in a relationship. I would assume that it's a closed relationship. It's not open.
Depends on what day you ask.
I see. Okay. So we already answered that question. I got that. That alone is a lot to deal with. That situation there. So good luck with the podcast. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of viewers and a lot of success with that because people definitely want to learn and know. I think where we're at today, we are seeing more and more of this type of lifestyle, and it is moving away from, I guess the conventional way of thinking of what people think that we probably should be, and people are moving away from that. But so that's good. So now you said, sex worker. So this is a topic that's come up on a podcast as well here. Could you date a sex worker? I've asked that question plenty of times. Could you date someone who used to, be a porn star? All types of things. People who have engaged in prostitution in the past. So now, what type of sex are you?
So I am a professional dominatrix.
Okay.
Solely.
So now, break down for the people who may not know what that means. Because believe it or not, there are people who still don't know what that means.
Like that don't know what a dominatrix is?
Yes. Break that down for the 411 listeners listening and checking in.
Okay, so in the dominant, and we have top, we have toxic, we have the aggressive, and we have, I guess, the opposite of the aggressor. And a dominant system is female dominant. The female that is more aggressive in whatever situation, whatever the relationship is. It is definitely directly related to feminism. Not just again because a lot of dominance has to do with impact rate. A lot of dominance has to do with impact rate. Or essentially going on an entire scale. playing around with people's lips. We have a lot of different fetishes throughout the whole freaking, and we're kind of like the conductors and people that, like, so for an example, some of the clients that I have are heavy into foot fetish, or they're heavy into breast worship, or goddess worship, or they're into meditation, they're into bondage, heavy mattresses where they want to be whipped and beat with all kinds of things because they're looking for trophies of music, scratches, marks.
Oh, I hear you.
So,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Outside of the work part of it, personally, it allows me to channel my energy in different ways because whereas I am a very aggressive woman in my own, whereas I am very dominant, whereas I am very hard, I am sitting in the passenger seat in my personal relationship. So it allows for me to exercise to exercise the energy that I need to, then I'm going to say a period because I do not speak with my clients. And I don't knock anybody that does because you got to do this, you got to do what you have to do. But I do not allow people to invade my space like that, and I do not allow people to invade my energy like that. So I don't speak with my clients.
That's very good. Yeah, you're speaking things. You know, a lot of people can engage with energy like that. Let's think about that a couple minutes ago. That's so important to us to know who you're doing it because we got energy things and we like to feel and we like to trust others to like that way. And unfortunately, I have seen some people that, somebody over the years, and, and we're young, right? We did. But then, like, 5 years and then it looks like being in business. If you don't have a big grip and it looks like the life is just accepted with somebody else.
Well, especially because I think one thing that's also forgotten about sex is that it's an exchange of energy, especially when it's unprotected sex. You have absolutely no barriers between the people that you are sleeping around with. And when it comes to men and women having sex, unprotected sex, as a woman, you're allowing a body to literally invade your body and leave whatever you have on him lingering within your skin. That's in your root, that's in your canal. Good. You gotta be careful what you put in there. Just like they tell you to be careful what you eat, you gotta be careful who you fuck. All this and this, even if it is electric.
And it's things that I teach it. And let me try and show you. And we try to give people, the experiences and people that things. And hopefully, this message is getting through the community. And that's what it is. It's the community. And I'm also, it's good. People can go and it's still teaching people how to do it and be, safe about it. That's amazing.
Now, I definitely appreciate the fact that not only sometimes when it comes to my more aggressive posing, my more aggressive performances, it is a level of speaking from experience, but it's also a level of not a lot of women are able to withhold the level of confidence that I have within myself. So when I speak, I try to speak in a way that I'm speaking for them too. Like I can see your voice that you don't know how to utilize. Because when it comes to the directional kind of songs where I can things like I want to be cut like this, I want to be fucked like this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this when I think of this when I have. These are things that women are things don't necessarily have the potential power to fix. I'm not going to say I have the force to definitely both. I mean, it's just one of those systems to do things on board, and you out there taking out big ass babies.
Yeah, let's rebound into this for the erotic work with the relative and the person. You got something that you need to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, do you have a book one, or you just write in this moment?
I do not have anything out yet, but I think that's just pretty crazy. Yeah, there was one was
Oh, so you can do that too.
he's also a poet and a multi-subject author, and he has his own children's line. The second to that is to see any of my live performances over the past 2 years to see his children. I really want to go outside there with his children now.
We definitely need to have the viewing and leading the community and speaking of both viewing and the community. So what you got for this community?
So the piece that I'm thinking right now is called Mom and Boy. I dropped it, I think, in April.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just want to get into it. I'm a fucking one. But I'm too comfortable so you know I can do it. I'm about to give you like a couple of things. You got that rough girl thing that I was thinking maybe you might know you find yourself up here. So you tell me exactly how you like to sit or how you like to put in the wood you rather than to the pillow under your hip and bounce your neck or would you rather be someone to give you wine or wine to your cup? Bet you never nutted back to back like that before. Make you double take it, that sex swing on the door, cause yeah, baby boy, that's for you. And after I make sure you're secure, I'ma flip you upside down and suck your dick right up heaven's staircase. So go ahead and call the funeral home, cause I'm about to suck you to death. Have you freeze up so stiff I have to put my hand to your chest to make sure you're still breathing, make sure you still see this, cause you niggas be like you wanna look at your killer. We stood up in the face to face to face to see that nigga and go through your life. But I'm gonna open the anything. This pussy cat up and has 10 lives, second arms, double things, and let's just see. Gotta try that. Open your mouth, but shut the fuck up to the time the mom is going to see you and you just get the look in your under the pussy and niggas get better before you shoot. I'll be sick of her saying next to you, saying, so you need to get up to this. Might have you get up on some modern warfare type shit with your shotgun to the citizens and my hope to kind of keep this cover up, but it's okay because I think it's up in the bullet for you. So go ahead and look at this to the station. I'm just on my bucket, baby. Look at that.
You definitely do those for good. What's going on in your life? You definitely really need it. I can't imagine your life.
Yeah, you can tap into the next round performance this Friday in New York at the hardest work part mixing. You know,
So now, getting into this event, ticket prices is what it is.
I have absolutely no idea how much the tickets are, but the tickets are Tahoe at Tahoe or you can search at Harvard Pod and see the ticket is in the
So now,
Let's see what else we got here. I know we got some upcoming events that you have. You just talked about one. What else you got?
Yeah, so right now, I am for Sweat 22. Sweat is dedicated to the 90s movies. It's all about being outside in the sun and having some good nostalgic fun. So it is a cool thing and it's really all kind of mashed together. And it's really the tournaments. We're gonna have throwback games such as the double dutch tournament. We're gonna have school division units for both towns. So you're not school division for the honey bottle. When you see the honey bottle, we're gonna do red lights, green lights, but if you get caught, you don't get eliminated. You gotta drop the ball and you don't get soaked, which is super okay. And job obviously athletes and athletes in quarters and things of such nature because it is also sponsored by Legends that I consider that you should be outside.
Wait, hold on a minute. I thought I heard something. You said you and Bobby got out there. What do you Bobby do? Okay, good. Okay, good.
Outside. There's a lot of different things that we can do that we use for adults. We have to do a lot of boxing, that's look my noses, that's think about it, look at the noses, and finish the slide or whatever. And that's what we want to do. Once we get started outside, then we can finish the warm type. Definitely so that I know everybody remembers. Better than nothing most at any of the other games on that list. They definitely remember the real life. What happened to me on time. And yeah, it's gonna be lit. I'm doing this room, gonna have everybody outside going to see.
Now, there,
Tickets are available.
now what sounds pretty interesting.
That's gonna be
I think that's
all to the fire to do
a suggestion you like this.
I'm from Brooklyn. I just don't have to live in some.
Oh, okay. So now, what you got going on this weekend? Friday and Saturday.
So Friday, after New York for the Harder Club Party Mixture, it starts at 5 and but it's definitely before all these creepy and creepy people who want to come in with sexy, safe, consented environment. You can pull up and really nasty clothes. And then Saturday, I just want at the alternate vision open mic station. That's in Upper Garden, Pennsylvania.
That's nice. That's nice.
Uh, so, because I'm a Korean student, like, I literally only, over the past couple of years, I've only done shows that I'm used to. Like, if you're not booking me, do not ask me to do my job. And that's for the simple fact that there's a lot of artists out there that they still got their 9 to 5, they 5 to 9, they whatever it is, they collecting the check. I'm not collecting no check. I gotta go work and bust my ass to make sure that I can keep up with my livelihood. I gotta make sure I'm outside if I need to be outside. If outside is benefiting me. Other than that, I'm in my house because I have products to make. I have video chats to have. I got business calls to handle. I got shit to do. Right. So yeah, if it's not paying me, I'm not really trying to have that conversation, especially because a lot of my clients don't live in the same state as me. So I'm definitely not traveling to come make you feel good and you're not putting no money in my pocket. I think the fuck not. Your crowd and you're not putting no money in my pocket. But I have to realize that I'm living in a whole new state now. And even though I have some kind of business out here, people don't know me like they know me yet. So I gotta put myself out there in a different way. So that's why I'm trying to tap into it like a nice, come down with this policy. I put myself into that the recognition for me.
Yeah, the pandemic has been to I understand that the really kind Good afternoon. So we got up to Saturday.
Yep. And then Sunday, another one Sunday is the little slide, the parade, and I just outside selling things and shaking my ass. So make sure you look for me. I will have the cooler. I'm probably gonna have some balloons tied to my hair like the last time. So it's really like really gonna be hard to miss me. And that's it. Come get you some cookie juice, some goddess cookies, some Uchi Wally, some Cookie Wally. I might have ice pop to the like out when it's about but I'm outside. Like, I'm outside and I have food in there. So
So when we see you in New York, what's the price range for this 50 50
so I'll have the medium and large size cookies, and then the medium is 15 and the large is 20. The three rolls are 25 and it's like Google, like Google, and like Google. So
And actually, if you have any check the guys and you can go, you in New York and Philly and Japanese, where you
yeah,
guys can go to.
yeah, and I'm just thinking that you could also like small business, testing your leaders, testing the YouTube, testing the daily, testing the Atlanta, you be testing in Miami, Cincinnati, people rolling out this year. We outside, like I said, well, you really tap on, like tap in. You gotta make sure you follow me so that you can see.
Now, if you've been any place that you can take a look at the where you want to be coming up, you have like a website and you can send it to.
So I don't think early on in the process is enough because right now everything for me is strictly on Instagram and I guess Facebook. So if you want to stay up to date with what's going on, then definitely follow me. Make sure to check on my stories every now and then. Hit that little bell so you can get notified when I post stuff because that's really what it's doing. I post in my stories more than anything. Like, I'm on like my ninth account right now. So I be having to be really careful about what I post because things I really gotta do with this shit. So
That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
Women getting banned just because they posted with their lingerie. And I find that seems hard to believe that
Stuff that I be seeing, I be like, how did that get by? Like, but now this.
So what is the skin color that people you see posted?
Oh, I've seen all. I've seen all, especially on Facebook. I see a lot of black people on Facebook just doing a lot, a lot. So I think that's crazy. But on Instagram, I've seen a lot of white people post a lot of stuff that's crazy too. So, but Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company, so I just don't.
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It is definitely interesting
Now, do you have a
and
you have a Twitter
interesting.
account? You have a Twitter account?
I have a Twitter. I just Twitter works. Like I feel like the person that I didn't know spend a lot of time with social media. I literally have Instagram because people act like this and operating out Instagram. Like Instagram is really more than just a social media platform as of right now. It's for networking. It's people news. It's people gossip. It's people YouTube. It's the old world song. People just take people to watch the person. Like Instagram has turned into a lot of different things. So that's why I keep an account, but I really don't spend much time on social media. And I feel like with Twitter, because Twitter is as free as it is, people don't be looking to me to do a little extra where I am on Instagram. How would you like to get maybe let's just not survive. But I mean, if people continue to the place, like I gotta always think there's a lot of cheating in there. But that's it.
I didn't realize how big like the foot fetish is. That's real
Oh,
big, real big. And I started seeing some things, maybe like 5 years ago. Might even be a little bit more, but Man, it's big.
Yeah, they outside. And I love it. You like it, I love it. Keep
I
paying
mean,
my bills.
yeah, you just showing your feet and doing whatever. So,
Yeah,
hey, it is what it is. People show and do a hell of a lot more. Um,
this is what I was saying.
more
And
as
that's to circle back to what the conversations are going to be like as far as the podcast go. That's why it works so perfectly because a lot of people don't even know. Like a lot of the photos that are on my OnlyFans, my man took those pictures for me.
hmm
Like this is what you call teamwork, baby. Let me teach you something instead of trying to push you. Right?
Mm,
Keep asking questions because that's what it is.
yeah, it is true. Whenever I see elders and things, they try to do something they take serious and think they wouldn't do it.
Yep.
And it's in the way.
Look, I'm not comfortable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down here in my regular ass tax bracket, and I'm gonna keep it with the money, so I don't have to really give a fuck if Instagram approves of what I want to post.
And that's you know, I've been on a business thing that you do. I got a burning question. There's stuff to do with family. So before we do anything, there's a thing that you like.
I'm gonna say 50-50.
okay.
So there are a lot of family members that I don't even bother to talk to, so I don't give a fuck if they approve or not. And then the ones that I do is sort of split. Like some of them, they all know what I've been doing, and they all know that I've been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them just rather not speak about it. They know that's what it is. They don't want to feel about it. They don't want to see it. It's whatever. But then I had my mom. My mom was one of my biggest supporters after a while. And it's really like a snobby ass thing because the relationship that I had with my mom for the rest of my life, like I would have never expected that she would have accepted it, that she would have supported me, that she would have given a single fuck. But the way things ended up unfolding, she really ended up being my biggest supporter. My stepdad as well. They just kind of always been in my corner. They always pushing myself, believing myself. And it gets pretty crazy. It gets really watching sometimes, with the different kinds of footage, and videos, and all that stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
they be pushing me. Now, when it comes to my father, he's fully aware of what it is that I do.
Mm-hmm.
But people come in here and goddamn well about
God
it.
bless you.
Like,
God bless you.
not act like my fault.
Mm-hmm.
To do, just make it safe and make sure you happy. But if it's what you're going to do, that I support you and I love you, and that's fine. And then, I got a little couple of aunties, cousins that, yeah, they don't really listen when they learn about what kids, I don't give a fuck about. But,
So I guess you answered the question you wanted to earlier. I'm assuming you don't feel obligated to attend all the family things.
they don't even see on another TV. They'll see every other people holiday, maybe. And that's because of the relationship that I have with my family growing up. Like, I wasn't ever really close. Like, I'm just not with women.
Mm.
Like, I've literally always been outside, on the outskirts of both my maternal and my paternal. So I never really felt like I was working in those situations, first of all. And then secondly, I didn't feel like I wanted to be there. Like, I'm not comfortable in my job. I feel like I got to pretend to I am in my job and I can't be myself. So what the hell do I want to keep in this?
Mm.
But it's being in a relationship that I'm in, my name is very, very into with the kids, with the immediate spend a significant amount of time around them. And it's weird for me sometimes because that's not what I'm used to witnessing. You know, I didn't grow up with the close family unit and, you know, we're all here for each other and kumbaya around fire. So it's definitely different for me, but I enjoy being part of the family that is accepted, I guess, or being a part of a situation that I feel like I can be a part of.
Yeah. Be your true, authentic self and feel comfortable. I spoke about that yesterday when it comes to testing your, circle of acceptance. Like, if you have to change who you are and you got to switch up and you got to dumb yourself down just to be accepted in a circle of friends, family, co-workers, or whatever, the shit ain't worth it.
Don't belong there.
Yeah, like it's not something that you should be. So the question that I put out there for every single person out there is, how often do you test your circle of acceptance? Because I'm going to show up and I'm going to be me, just exactly what y'all see here on the 4-1. I have to be this. I got to continue to push through to make sure that I stay true and authentic to who I am. Because before, the man that y'all, the little boy, because it wasn't a man, the little boy that y'all saw before, y'all like that. Some of y'all like that shit. Y'all like that quiet shit. Y'all like that angry shit. Y'all like all of that toxic shit in the past. And I got to push through that shit. I need to be authentically who the hell I am. And I'm going to break through and push through. So test your circle of acceptance. And if you don't feel right and you don't feel comfortable in a situation, you have an obligation to yourself to get up and remove yourself from that and take responsibility for your life. And that's just it. Because you know what? At the end of the day, the same people that's making you feel a certain way, half the time they don't even give a fuck about you any damn way. So if you fold up and you crash and you burn today or tomorrow, most of them won't give a shit about you any damn way.
They'll be happy about it. I was just having this conversation the other day. Like, I made a post on Facebook because someone that I went to high school with sent me a message and asked me if I could send her $10 until her government check came on Friday. And I'm like, bitch, why the fuck would I send you anything when you've known me all this time and you've never lifted a single finger to support anything that I did? To support anything that I'm doing. You ain't support none of my businesses. You ain't never come none of my shows. You don't even like a picture or repost it. So why the fuck would I take money that you did not help me make to help you do what? Go buy some hot Cheetos? Fuck you, bitch.
You know what cracked me up? It'd be something so simple as a like or a comment or a share that don't cost anybody anything. I just be cracking up on the inside. Like,
yo. And it be killing me because somebody always fixing their mouth to ask me for something, especially along the lines of networking. I know a lot of people. I've been in this game for a minute. I know a lot of people in a lot of places. I've been a lot of places. Like I said, my name is Bell out here. And when it comes to specifically women, there'll be a lot of them kind of doing all this smiling and this fucking BBL. Oh, can you do this? Can you take me here? Can I come there? Or if I pull up, you do this, you do this. You don't support me. So why would I do anything to make you feel the slightest bit more comfortable? I'm telling you that. It ain't gonna work. If you told me that you don't fuck with me, I'm gonna show you just how bad it's gonna feel for me to not fuck with you. And you can go ahead and stay on the outside. It makes me sound like an asshole, and I'm happy about that. So I hope maybe the next dummy that you know they will support me will do something like ask you for $7 with your price. Fuck you.
That's what's up. Lee Dennis says you might as well be yourself. The real you will come out one day. Absolutely. Took me how many years?
Exactly.
Took me a long time. I turned 40 years old before I actually really started to be who the fuck I was supposed to be. Crazy Capital Media, what's going on? Mr. Joe Calico, all the way from Brooklyn. So your brother is in the building tonight, fellow Brooklyn. He says, who asked for $7? She needed a nickel bag and some roll-ups.
Nah, I'm weak. He's funny.
Miss Bethany, Trent, how you doing all the way from California? That's what's up. I'm gonna say that I absolutely and just enjoyed this conversation that I had with you tonight. This was so fun, and I hope that you and your mate could come back and we can do this again over some wine and really get into some good conversation. Your spoken
Definitely.
word was on point. I love it, and I want to hear more. I can't wait to get the duo team together on here.
Yes, yes. I'm looking for all of it. And I know he's going to be down to people happening for the second year. Like,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people very, very long hours of years to fight it. Not, let us know before, so I can let them know what people do around this time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, on Wednesday, so you can read in between the morning and 8 p.m. So that's
Oh,
all.
yeah, so we have to do the thing. We'll definitely be at work at that
Okay. Now, Sunday, the way you're going to do it. So,
time.
hopefully link up with it on Sunday.
Oh yeah, we are definitely talking about this birthday. And I mean, you can listen to this. You're gonna be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like,
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. All right, so looking at that, talk to you soon, and be safe out there traveling.
Traveling to and from, and I'll see you on Sunday.
yes, yes. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me. It was nice talking to you, and I will definitely see you on Sunday. Oh, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Pussy Pose the Goddess. It's PVSSY. The YouTube is ready. The book is ready. Support the pussy.
You definitely doing something. You will do it. Okay, have a good night.
Good night.
All right, so today you have it. The goddess, put yourself the goddess first. Let me go from here and film my podcast. Share this communication. You got a lot going on. You keep it doing. You're making it. I'm going to close up the area out there in Facebook and thank you so much for joining me. Instagram, family, PO, if you use Twitter. I'm going to say we're touching on LinkedIn and Twitter and Miss Alicia. I think I got it right. Alicia, thank you so much for reaching out to me today. So again, if you would like to follow me, you can text me at 619-738-4619. I love hearing from each and every one of
Y'all, I meet new people each and every day, and I just want to say thank you so much. YouTube, please go ahead and check out the YouTube experience at Laren Gaines. TikTok, please support me on TikTok as well at Laren Gaines. Help me run those videos up. D Live family, y'all been quiet for a minute. I haven't heard from anybody on D Live, Twitch, and you can watch small clips of the show on Daily Motion as well. Again, everything is at Laren Gaines. Please go ahead and click the link on my social forms. And for those of you out there, get it if you can't support, financially when it comes to supporting the new book, Volume 1.5, The Liberation Remix Journal. That's $7.99. You can go ahead and click that link above all my social media platforms. But the best thing that you can possibly do out there is, like I spoke earlier tonight, it won't cost you a thing to like, comment, share, tag a friend. You know, you know what you do. Thank you so much to people out there. Now tomorrow we got author Lauren Schultz coming in for Reading Between the Wines. I know it's been a minute. We've had some technical difficulties. We had some cancellations. We had a whole bunch of bullshit going on, but we will be back tomorrow with Reading Between the Wines, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. So every other day, we do 10 p.m., but on Wednesdays, we do 8 p.m. Wine Down Wednesday, Wine Wednesday. Get your bottle, get your glass, pull up. We're going to have a great time tomorrow. It's been a minute, and we're going to celebrate. This is a great week that we got going on. We got a lot of events going on this week. We're going to be speaking to someone from Australia towards the end of the week. So we got a lot of good things going on here on the 4-1 podcast. And I most certainly could not do all of this without each and every one of you out there supporting with me, rocking with me, people who reach out to me, DM me, text me, the whole nine. Like I said in the beginning, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm taking you all on this journey with me. This is not just, a one-man show. This is our show. This is our journey. This is our progress. We are coming up on 2 years soon, and I can't even believe it myself. We continue to grow. We continue to get better. And, I'm meeting a lot of new people, and we going places. We traveling places. We doing just amazing work here. And during this process, we're getting a message out. We're being very clear. We're being very precise about who exactly we are today. And remember, nobody can tell us who we are today. You don't get an opportunity to tell me who I am. I tell you who I am. So many years I've been dumbed down. So many years I've been just stuck in quicksand listening to what everybody else had to say about Larry. We ain't doing that no more. We here, we up, and we live in life. And we keep on this journey. Try to knock me down, keep on, because we just going to keep on getting up, and we're going to keep doing a damn thing. Thank you so much to all my friends out there. I appreciate you for checking me out. See y'all when I see y'all.